Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius September 13, 2022. Mercury ends its retrograde cycle early today. You might revisit conversations or problems that confused you in recent weeks, now with more information or variables to consider. Today, you may not have all you need to make the bigger decisions. However, your confidence will build as you move forward. Also today, a Sun-Venus aspect can produce a subtle feeling of being excluded, or guilt can keep you from fully enjoying yourself. It may be best to put projects to rest or to the side if they are interfering with getting the leisure and regeneration you need. You might look for areas where you may be overdoing things due to restlessness. Today's planetary alignment brings the opportunity to tell a few people some home truths. But don't do this unless you want to hear more about yourself as well. It would be better if you could just talk from the heart about what you really feel, not what you think you should be feeling. There is a big difference between the two, and being conscious of this could improve your attitude. Your work-life balance will begin to stabilize as Mercury stations direct in Libra today. These last few weeks were likely incredibly stressful as you navigated your private and professional obligations with tact. It may have been challenging with any technical difficulties or miscommunication impeding your work-life balance. But now that Mercury has entered its post-shadow phase, you can begin to devise a more productive routine to accomplish everything that you set out to do. You could even use this time to let others know when you will be available to work to stabilize your schedule. Check and double-check any information that comes your way today. There is deception and discontent in the air, which is an unfortunate combination under any circumstances. Before you judge, research. Gossip is likely to be flying around the office. Duck often and run for cover when necessary. Trust us, you do not want to get involved in this particular round of office politics. You lose your cool very quickly, particularly in difficult talks where you say things that hurt other people. This can place a strain on your relationships in the long term, and you will soon regret your words. Always be careful and retain your inner calm. A relaxed attitude helps to clarify matters. You can hear the complaining, but you don't want to get involved. A lot of goofy infighting is going on among your people, but it's nothing so serious that you need to intervene. In fact, you can jump right in and play along if you're feeling feisty. With a grumpy attitude and a rather arrogant mood, you aren't likely to be at your best, and if you feel this way, must avoid dates or meetings with people you care about. Fortunately, your mood changes, you're far more human again, the circumstances you desire are much more likely to occur and fall into place. You might feel healed by the element of water. You could feel an overwhelming desire to soak in a hot tub. The energy of water is very powerful. Your aura is constantly picking up psychic debris from other people. If people around you have been stressed out lately, you could be soaking up their toxic energy. Clear it out in a bathtub filled with some sea salt. If there's something that's been bothering you, this is a good day to try to make things right. Days such as this mark a new beginning. Even if you've made attempts to remedy the situation in the past to no avail, take a deep breath, plan a strategy, and try again. You may find that people are more willing to wipe the slate clean and move forward. If it's a raise or a promotion that's been on your mind, don't hesitate to approach the right person and speak up. The best way to describe today's stars is therapeutic. After being buffeted by yesterday's full moon, something that is often the toughest point in your birthday month, the Sun moves into a friendly aspect to Uranus in an adventurous part of your chart. This will help to diffuse any tension while bringing a sense of adventure and nostalgia into the weekend. At the same time, in her first weekend in Virgo, Venus is making it easier to follow your heart. A lot of water has passed under the bridge since Venus, the planet of love, returned to Virgo. Venus has only now reached her first weekend in your sign, but already the moon has not only made its only visits to your romantic and relationship sectors while she is here, but yesterday's full moon has given you your best sense yet of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Our eyes in the sky. Today, The moon moves into Aries and connects with Jupiter, highlighting your sensitive side and a desire to cozy up at home. You'll be in the mood to nurture and be nurtured, so be free and open with your love. Just watch out for people who might take advantage of your kindness. The moon connects with Mercury later, and you could notice that your empathic abilities are heightened. Carry protective stones and meditate on your psychic defenses to help alleviate any emotional overstimulation. Later, the moon and Mars connect, making it difficult to hold important conversations. You might have some emotional baggage that needs to be dealt with, but finding the words or the emotional bandwidth to engage in these discussions might be difficult. If you're having issues with communicating, take some time out and journal or find another way to nurture yourself and decompress a bit. It might be hard to deal with others throughout the evening, and the desire to find solace is likely to be strong, so avoid making plans once the sun sets. It's possible you'll be feeling emotionally drained, so it's important to find a way to replenish your soul and emotions as you comfort yourself. You'll be able to reconnect with yourself and sleep more soundly. In the morning, the sun trines Uranus in Taurus, provoking positive change. While the sun is in Virgo, we want to do things by the book, but its trine to Uranus inspires us to reject protocol. Without rigid expectations of how we should perform to guide our choices, we are free to reinvent ourselves, taking risks that enable us to grow. Adaptation instills greater self-confidence. Sharing our weirder, niche interests attracts unique people into our social circles. We embrace excitement and use it as a barometer for how and where to invest our time and energy. Following this, the Aries moon conjuncts Jupiter, granting us a positive attitude. We approach new situations with optimism, making this an ideal transit for socializing or partying. Physical, educational, or business activities are also favored. Although we tend to start more things than we finish under the Aries moon, Jupiter in aspect suggests that projects begun at this time will be successful. However, to increase the odds of achieving our goals, we should set deadlines to avoid consuming all our energy. At this time, we can tap into greater subconscious insights to steer our spiritual growth. Trusting our intuition proves cathartic and transformative. Relationships holding us back from embracing our power can be released, while those which support our journey of self-discovery can be met with greater appreciation. The moon then enters a void period lasting 6 hours. Although it is tempting to take dramatic action to break free from discomfort, we are better off making as few moves as possible. The cosmic weather is erratic, and change will find us without us egging it on. It would be wise to record any recollections immediately upon waking, as our reverie may not linger long after we've opened our eyes. Regardless, we'll bring our positive attitude with us into our morning. Our mood guarantees that events will flow in our favor.